Well, Ken, what did you find today?
Wow, this one is going to steal your heart.
Hey, that's a good steel boat pun, Ken.
You got it.
Come on down, man.
All right.
Welcome back, BoatFools Nation. I'm here with Canadian Ken today. We're up in Lincolnville, Maine, and we're checking out a really, really cool boat. And she is made of steel, and it is something we've never seen before, and we're really excited to check this out. We recognize that sailing season is almost over. But
yes, but the season of dreaming of sailing has just begun. So.
Hey, you know what? That's a good point. So if you have any aspirations for doing any blue water sailing, maybe some expedition sailing, maybe high latitudes,
right?
The boat we're checking out today is made for that, and it's been there and done that.
It's been there and done that. So if you want to get out of Dodge, then this might be the boat for you.
So Ken, what else is made out of steel?
Well, steel. You got steel, tankers and ugly battleships and some good-looking battleships.
Only good-looking battleships.
Only good-looking battleships. So
right.
Made of steel.
Made of steel. This boat is made of steel, and there are a lot of pros and cons to steel, fiberglass, and other boat manufacturing
methods,
thank you, like aluminum.
Yes.
And we're going to go over that a little bit, but this is a really cool boat. She's a 1991 Merritt Walter's designed Irish Rover, and we'll get to that in a minute, a little bit more about Merritt Walter's. But this boat was made up near the Brooklyn Boat Yard.
Yep,
the hull was,
and then the owners sort of took it over and they finished it off. So they've owned this from 1990,
1991.
Yep, and so they finished it off, and then they took it overseas.
They sure did. They went to Ireland. They went to Portugal. They went to the Canaries. They went over to the Bahamas, the Caribbean, and up to Bermuda and home. So this boat has been there and done that, and we're really excited to show you. So let's go take a look. But here we go. So we're down on the ground, obviously, and we're looking at the bow of this beautiful boat. And this Irish Rover is 34 feet on deck. And then with the bowsprit and the bumpkin, you're adding another probably 5 or 6 feet. So you're looking at nearly 40 feet overall. So a pretty big boat, but not too big. And the nice thing about these steel boats is that they're actually easier to work on than fiberglass boats. So if you need a repair, you cut out a panel that's maybe bad and you weld in a new one. And you can basically do that anywhere in the world. Whereas fiberglass work, you're not always going to find a professional if you can't do it. So that's a real pro about these boats. And what's really interesting are these chines. Since they're made with metal plates, steel plates, you have these angles and these hard chines here. So this boat is not a racing boat. She is going to be a heavy displacement boat. She weighs about 16,000 pounds.
Right, so just so you know, our boat weighs 17.
Yeah,
so
the Morgan 382 weighs 17,000 pounds. So they're not necessarily super heavy, but they're not going to be super fast because of these chines and so forth. But rugged. Steel boat, you can bump into things, you can ground them, you can hit ice and they're not going to sink on you. You might dent it and you can pound it out or weld in a new steel plate. And steel is pretty cheap, so it's not a bad method to build a boat, really. And like I said in the opening, high latitude sailing, this boat is insulated and it doesn't sweat and can retain moisture inside, which is ideal for a steel boat. Now, the key thing with a steel boat is getting a professional survey. And what they do is they'll come out here with chalk and they'll grid out the boat and use the ultrasound thickness testing technique. And it's a very expensive device. And they use a little petroleum jelly of sorts. And they put the jelly on the boat to make sure there's no air in there. And they'll put the tester on and test the thickness all over the boat, like every 2 to 3 feet. I'm not sure what the thickness on this is. I think it's 5 to 7 millimeters. It's thick. And they'll test to see if there's any degradation anywhere and mark any trouble spots that need to be fixed. But she's got a nice full long keel.
Yeah, nice shear to it. Really.
Beautiful shear on this boat. It's a very happy shear in my opinion.
I like the long keel, full keel.
Yep. The boat's going to track well. And coming back here towards the rudder, you see that our bronze prop here is in an aperture, which is nice, so you're protected from pots and picking any stray lines up. Usually they'll track right off and come off the stern. And then this rudder, not only is it huge, you've got a trim tab on here, which is connected to a wind vane. So you've got wind vane self-steering on this, which is really a nice feature. And this is really a nice setup here.
Yeah, I've never seen that on, you don't see that typically.
No, not on boats we've seen anyway. But it's a neat setup. And then you see you've got your anodes here, and they're usually zinc, but aluminum is also a great one on a steel boat because it's less noble than zinc and doesn't contaminate the water like zincs do. And when you're in port, sometimes you have what's called a fish or a guppy, which is a zinc or an aluminum anode that you hang on a wire connected to metal on deck, and you drop it overboard, and that'll attract any stray currents in a marina or a harbor. Kind of a neat thing.
That is neat.
Yeah. So neat little boomkin here on the back, and you got your boom gallows up there, and nice little transom-hung ladder for swimming and ingress and egress. And it's just, I love the looks of this, and the fact that she's only 34 feet on deck anyway means it's going to be a manageable boat. And the owners, just a husband and wife, are the ones that took this across the Atlantic in 29 days to Ireland.
I guess when they got there, the people in Ireland didn't believe them when they landed. They didn't even believe them.
Yeah, they didn't look beat up and worn out because they said it was such an easy sail and so comfortable on this boat. So again, I think because she's steel, there's no question that you need to get a professional marine survey to come check her out and do that ultrasound test on her. But just rugged.
Yes.
Rugged boat.
Yeah, more and more people are doing the Northwest Passage.
True.
And I would rather do it in a steel boat than definitely than a fiberglass boat. You know, you hit an iceberg or whatever. You
100%.
You feel a lot safer in this.
Yeah, you're just going to bounce off. You're not going to do any damage to this boat.
Yeah, a lot of people now are going up to Newfoundland. Apparently, just beautiful sailing up there in the fjords and things. So
absolutely.
Yeah, this would be perfect. Wow.
Nice, rugged. So, what do you say? You want to go up on deck?
I can't wait to see on deck.
All right, let's go check it out.
Reveal.
All right, so we are up in the cockpit, and this is a nice sized cockpit. It feels pretty secure in here, and everything on this boat is steel except for the coach roof, which is plywood with laminate and fiberglass over it. So it's rugged. We have pictures which we'll put up on screen showing you the construction of that. But everything else, except for all the real teak on this boat, is steel. And everything is real teak. There are no laminates. Everything is solid teak. So anyway, nice big tiller here. Look at the size of this, Ken.
Huge.
That is sizable. In addition to the wind vane steering, you do have a tiller pilot here. So you can do a GPS navigation with that steering. So that's a nice feature. Now this is interesting, and we're going to confess, we do not know the reason behind all this. We reckon because the boat is steel, you have these two, looks like iron balls on here of some sort to maybe keep the compass calibrated.
Yeah,
but
let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below what exactly this setup means, because it's pretty interesting. But nice handle grip here. You've got a nice big cockpit here, which is your LP locker.
Oh yeah, that's plenty. 2 tanks.
Yeah, 2 tanks. That's going to get you some places in terms of not needing to refill. And you've got an aft lazarette here and a storage locker here, filled with storage stuff. You also have your gusher pump.
There's your gusher pump there, yeah.
Yep. Your 2 big primaries. They're not self-tailing. That might be something you consider upgrading.
Yep.
Radar tower, which goes on the transom here. So you've got radar. And then this is a neat little feature. Hopefully you can see this, Ken. When you open this little door here.
Oh yeah, there are all your controls. Nicely marked what's what. So that's good.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
Looks like a handheld compass there. So all of this is pretty cool. You've got an EPIRB.
Yeah.
Whoops, that's just the thing settling. I didn't break anything.
He's breaking things. Yeah.
Just, it's settling down.
Now the Traveler, you do see them there, you know, in the...
Yes.
But, yeah, hopefully not doesn't get too much in the way.
Exactly. And nice big bridge deck here. So this is good for open water sailing. It keeps water from going down your companionway. But yeah, the Traveler is on the bridge deck. You do see it from time to time. Not a big deal. A couple big drain holes here, so those are a good couple inches, it looks like. So that's going to drain water quickly, which is what you want if you're doing any offshore
and
sailing.
then it steps up here, which is nice too. So this is sort of recessed, this cockpit a little
bit. And a nice big drain on port and starboard. So, scupper, thank you. The lifelines are stainless steel. This is just a backrest. Yep. So all that's been done with stainless steel.
I was going to say, that looks actually in pretty good shape too.
It really does, yeah. Big aluminum mast, and boom.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's been on the hard for a few years, so it definitely could use a good cleaning and, you know, painting and touch-up, but Yeah,
I agree, Ken. Yeah, I mean, it is covered every winter, so it does shed the snow and water, but it has been open during the summers to show to people, and it does need a good scrub, but no big deal.
Yeah.
Some fresh paint, and you'd be looking pretty.
Looking pretty, exactly.
So let's continue up on deck. All right, so nice little step up here. Come up onto your nice wide side decks, and you'll see some match paint colors, and that's just because he's touching up anywhere there's anything that's been exposed. You don't want to leave steel exposed to air and moisture, because that equals rust. So anytime you have exposed steel, you got to cover it with paint, which is one of the maintenance things with steel boats, and it's important to keep that in mind. Anyway, so she has a cutter rig, so it's interesting. You've got a track up on your coach roof, and I suspect that's for your staysail. And then your Genoa or your main jib's going to go on the outside back to some turning blocks. But again, nice wide side decks, and then you have these nice cleats that are thwartships. You got one on port and starboard, so when you need spring lines, you can use this, which is a nice feature. And all this is just so rugged, all steel. So you don't have to worry about coring on these boats. You're not going to get soft decks.
Right, yes, which we experienced.
Which we experienced, and it stinks. Here are your chain plates. They're your aft ones, and here's your fore one.
Yeah, this is just a funky ball peen hammer of some sort here.
Yeah, I guess that's to maybe test your metal. The sides of your coach roof are steel, and as we mentioned back in the cockpit, the coach roof is plywood with lamination, like layers and layers. So it is.
Yes.
What's your word? Skookum?
Skookum. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, rugged.
Deck step mast, looks like.
Yep. And it looks like we have a little Charlie Noble there.
There we go. See that below.
Here's your aluminum boom, which is size. And speaking of that, you've got a great sail inventory on this. I can't rattle off all of them, but you've got main, a number of jibs, a storm jib, 2 running jibs, an asymmetrical chute, and a storm jib. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. You got a lot of sails. So if you're going to do some blue water sailing, it's good to have inventory.
Absolutely. And the cutter rig gives you that flexibility too, doesn't it?
Exactly. Really do like that cutter rig setup. And then remember this from the North Sea?
Yes.
27 out, steps down into the bow here. It's kind of nice. And this is a beautiful hatch too. Again, all teak. And that looks to be in really nice shape.
Yeah, there's your windlass, if you get that off.
Oh, how is this? I'm wrestling with it. I got it. I'm going to win. Got it. We have one of these.
Yes.
This is what I hit Ken with when he doesn't make my rum and tonic just right. Right to the back of the head. So this is a handle for your mechanical windlass. And what's nice about this is it's not electric. So if it breaks, it's just a mechanical issue. So this will be used to crank up your anchor. And it works like so, and there's an electric cable there, so I'm not going to do it. But nice, rugged, mechanical windlass, and some bollards here. Is that the word?
Yeah.
I'm so cold, my brain is freezing.
That's right, yeah. It's our first cold day of the season. We can't, we have ice cream brain freeze.
Exactly. So a pretty neat setup here, and these lines for your mooring housers to come through to these right here. Nice setup, and nice high bulwarks there.
Yeah.
So you're going to feel protected if you're working up on the bow here. Here's your connection for your staysail.
It is a furling jib. We just, it's probably in the barn here.
Yeah, it's off the boat at the moment, but yeah, it does have roller furling and a nice big bowsprit, 2 bow rollers up there for your anchors, and that all looks rugged, and that's also teak. So
yeah,
pretty nice bowsprit.
Teak and steel there too, though.
Yeah, right.
Framing.
Yeah, that's rugged.
Nice.
Yeah, really cool. So the beam on this is just over 10 feet. It's like 10 feet 2 inches.
Yeah,
so,
and the draft is only like 5 or something.
Yeah, it's 5 feet 1 inch on the draft on this boat. Good point, Ken. I forgot to mention that on the ground, but pretty neat. Nice clean lines.
I also like it's a very low coach roof, and I started thinking so they have less the wind's going to hit it. It's probably a very stiff boat, and the owner is about 6'4", and you'll see down below. I think you have that much headroom. So it's
really good point.
Yeah.
And speaking of going down below, let's get out of this wind.
Let's get out of the wind. We'll get that little propane stove going.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Kenneth, who are you going to be today?
I think in light of the chill in the air, I'm going to be Ernest Shackleton. Get out of this ice flow. So come on down.
Cool.
I'll go down backwards, which you really should do this way.
Good call,
or
Ken.
Forwards. So yes, we've got some electronics as you come down here, and The one thing you'll notice here is that the owner was at least 6'4", I would say.
Hang on, I got to go down forward the dangerous way.
All right, you go down the dangerous way. But look at the headroom here. Tons of headroom. Very comfortable. I like the wood details, the mahogany ceilings through here.
It is beautiful.
Pilot berth. Really nice. You go about this way. We've got the force tin, 2-burner gimbaling stove. And look at that, some Dinty Moore.
Hey, was Captain Q here?
Huh.
No, he wasn't, but I'll tell you this. So just in case you all are wondering where Captain Q is today, he's not with us, but he's going to be back in a couple of weeks. And in the meantime, we're going to be launching a new consultation service with Captain Q. So you'll be able to speak to him directly about your boating dreams and aspirations, and whether you're buying a boat or looking at a boat or needing a survey reviewed, we're going to offer that service. So stay tuned for more information on that. So Captain Q will be back, and he's going to be a part of our consultation business. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But anyway, nice little galley.
I was going to say, and when you're done with the Dinty Moore, you can use that as another sacrificial anoid. So it has dual use.
Captain Q will be glad to hear that.
It's not pressurized water, but it's got a pump.
Nice bronze.
Look at a little tile detailing on the counter. Very nice.
Lovely.
Yeah. We can peek into the...
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, we got the AIS here. So
VHF with AIS. That's nice.
And a little stereo with a... What's this little slot for? Those little round records.
Oh, those little discs things? Was that
I don't know.
Compact disc. That's what.
That's
wait,
right.
I think they called it a CD.
A CD. Yeah, so they've got those. Come on in here. There's the head. Look, it has a nice sort of homey wood feel to it.
Looks very comfortable.
Yeah, looks very nice. And there's also engine access. We'll get to that. We'll show you that later. But another way to access the engine.
Nice mirror and a port for ventilation.
All right, should I do the Captain Q and go, look at that, looking good.
You're such a diva, Ken. This is actually
very comfy. You wouldn't know you're in a steel boat, really. You just have no idea. Lots of things. The cushions are a little older, but they seem fine. Of course, we have our Maine Coast Cruising 5th edition, so they're sail locally, which is great.
Perfect.
Here's our little LP stove. So right about now, I think we would like to fire that up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're right. That is LP. So that's nice.
Yep.
And a little fan, looks like that blows that up into the V-berth, maybe?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's smart.
And this V-berth is really interesting, actually. It's sort of a multi-use. It's sort of the nav station here. All the electronics. Look at that. I wanted to just show you this. Here's a good thing every sailor should do is keep a nice log.
That's really cool.
So, yeah. You can tell these guys are serious sailors, right?
Absolutely.
I love it. So it's got some newer electronics as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It looks like single sideband, and somebody's going to have to
some
tell us
sort
what
of
that is.
tuner, yeah. So we noticed some notes in here when he'd have to switch it to the coax 1 or 2 depending on where they were.
Listen to you, big words.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I also like this. I think Hugh would also say this little cutout here is nice. So it's easy to get. It's sort of like an asymmetrical V-berth. So there's more on this side.
More on starboard.
And you really could sleep too here, which is nice. And look at all the sails. They're all down here. We're talking about quite a sail inventory, all the way up into the anchor locker. I'm sure there's some chain and rod, but we can check that out later.
Yeah, so you could stuff all these sails up there.
Lots of room.
And that is like maybe 6 feet of space up there. So this V-berth is actually pretty far aft near the mast.
Right, and the coach roof here. So you can stand, again, in this area. You're not sort of hunkering down. So I love that. I love the room. So it's really nice.
And even you have oh shit handles up in the V-berth.
That's right. Look at that. I'm sure those are all nice mahogany, too.
Boy, this deckhead is just beautiful with these beams running across.
Right. Wow, lots of storage. I mean, this is, you can tell, this has been around, hasn't it?
Nice gimbaled lantern there.
You gotta have that. We should get one of those.
We really should.
Yeah.
Just a nice look. Some mosquito netting around this kind of small hatch, but your V-berth hatch is much larger.
Right. Yeah. Look at that. It's not only the one on the one side there. That's interesting. But these are operable. They look bronze.
Yep.
Yeah. Very nice.
More handles here. Barometer and a clock back here. Your speakers. This is
it's set up to go, isn't it?
Really is. I mean, ideal for a couple, really.
Yes.
And you've got the entertainment pole right in the middle. Do a spin for us, Ken.
I can't. I'll throw my back
Those
out.
days are gone.
long gone.
But all this beautiful storage, it looks like, too.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I can open one of these up.
Now, that's a latch you can figure out.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, let's take a look at a bilge.
Oh, yeah. I want to show you this one up here. So these are all accessible here. Dry, and we just had a bunch of rain.
So that's right. Good point. It did rain recently, so that's nice and dry. And that's the thing with steel boats is you've got to
There's another one.
you got to look in all the nooks and crannies for weak spots.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so that that must be your fuel tank down there, or water. It looks like water.
Water. Yeah. What is they said how much for water and fuel? I believe it was
60 gallons of water
and 30 of the diesel. So, but they also would carry bladders, when they're going long distance.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Yep. Good point.
wow. Tons of storage.
It comes with sunscreen. First aid.
There's your first aid kit. Meters.
Multimeter.
No, so
Nice.
not sure if all that comes with, but you'd be set up to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you have all winter to work on it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely true. I mean, I'm really impressed with this down below.
Me too. Yeah.
For 34 feet, it's not bad. Oh, nice drop leaf table.
Yeah, comes up both sides.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Everything's in really nice shape.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Should we check out the engine?
Let's go find it. To find the engine, all you have to do is remove the companionway, which just slides off. It's very easy. Set that aside. And you've got a hatch right here that opens to your Yanmar. Now, this lower one does open too, but we're just not going to do it right now because it's a pain. But look at this. This Yanmar, so this was repowered at some point, and this Yanmar only has 1,100 hours on it. And you have a good view back into your fuel tank, looks like your dedicated starter battery over there, and your stuffing box. And you've got a Raycor fuel filter right here.
Nice.
Really nice.
Yeah, it looks in good shape.
Looks in great shape. And then, as Ken mentioned, you can get to this through the head. Ken, why don't you show him since you...
Yeah, all right. Since I'm just another little panel here and fire extinguisher, which is nice. Good access to all the electronics as well.
Can you see my hand?
I can see your hand, and I can see that stuffing box down there.
That looks nice.
So that's really nice access.
That looks like a dripless shaft seal on that.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like from here. But that's nice.
I like having the 2 points of access. I think that's nice.
Absolutely.
Here, I'm coming back out.
And all those, the paint on this all looks great. All nice and white. All looks good. Love it.
Right. Let's fire it up.
I wish we could. We should get the heck out of here. All right. Well, let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
Well, Kenneth, what did you think?
Well, I've never been on a steel boat before, but when you're down below, you wouldn't know that you are.
No, absolutely.
And one of the nice things is that it's insulated. So apparently, you can keep saltine crackers on here, and they're going to stay dry. So you don't get that moisture.
Yeah, the sweating.
So that's a nice feature. And just the ability to take this anywhere and feel like really safe aboard it. And I mean, I think that the designer, you got to give him credit.
So yeah, good point. So Merritt Walters, he started Rover Marine back in 1978, and he did a lot of designing for U.S. Coast Guard approved passenger schooners, and he had a whole line of Rover boats like the American Rover, the Jolly Rover, the Tahiti Rover, the Irish Rover. And so his boats actually are all over the world and still in service today. So it's pretty cool. So a well-known designer in that area of the boating market. And this is a really beautiful design, in my opinion. And for 34 feet, you're getting a lot of boat. And speaking of that, the asking price is $29,000. And that is the asking price, so everything's negotiable.
Yep.
And I agree with you. I think when you're down below, you have no idea it's a steel boat. And it feels warm and comfortable down here and safe. A lot of hand grips everywhere. Mm-hmm. The insulation is key. You've got the LP heater.
The headroom, which is great if you're a taller person.
If you're a taller person, this boat is ideal. So if you're looking for an expedition boat, a blue water cruiser, someplace, a boat that you can take any place and get there safely.
If you're thinking about leaving the country, for example, this might be the boat for you.
You might want to go soon. So, agreed. This boat could go anywhere. It has just about gone everywhere, at least in the Atlantic side of things. And I can imagine taking this boat just about anywhere you can think of. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
And of course, as we mentioned early on, getting a proper marine survey on this boat is going to be key. And the key thing to remember about that is that steel boats are pretty easy to work on, and you can get that work done almost anywhere in the world.
Right. Yeah.
So welding is not a real rocket science, but obviously you want to get a professional to do it or teach yourself how to do it, and you can fix your own boat. It's not fiberglass. You're not going to get all itchy.
No, no soft spots with the coring.
There's
You're not
no
gonna
coring
get
to
that.
worry about. But it is a maintenance thing to keep in mind when you're looking at steel boats. And there's tons of information out there, and we highly recommend you look into it. So if you're interested in this boat, we will put the seller's contact information below and in the description. And we truly appreciate your support. Captain Keel will be back in a couple of weeks, as we mentioned. And please don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and share. And don't forget to check into the BoatFools Report newsletter that comes out every couple of weeks. It's a lot of fun. And we really appreciate all of you. And we will see you out on the
Water. I'm going to do a little dancing now. Woo!